gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the StarLadder Invitational I-League Season 4. We're going to be taking a look at game number 2 here of the wonderful VGJ.Storm versus the wonderful Animal Planet. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by Aosin. My man, we're already into the draft. They're picking rather rapidly here. How do you feel about what we're seeing so far, which is a little bit different?
Well, I like the adjustments. There was a lot of split pushing last game, so straight up two heroes that can actually deal with split pushers. Shadow Shaman, not exactly the greatest, but you know, once you get a Blink Dagger, is actually pretty good at catching people out. And same with the Puck. And VGJ gonna go back to that Naga Siren. Flea played a very strong Naga Siren last game. There was a couple of slip ups here and there, but I mean, he was a large part of why they were able to win that game.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if that game plays out differently and he goes for some of the more like battle-oriented builds, or maybe even just like more utility-oriented builds, like a mech or Guardian Greaves or anything like that, if they still end up winning. I feel like the answer is no, because there's so many times where he had to like hold against the Megas down there while the rest of the team was pushing base. But as far as like mentality goes, going into game number 2, if you're Animal Planet, you think that they shrugged that one off? Or, I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to know, but do you think it's easy to shrug off a game like that?
I would say yes, simply because they were in a position where like they should have won, right? And if you're in that position and you manage to lose a game like that, you know, you just have to brush it off and you kind of tell yourself, you know what, we were in that position, let's just do it right this time. And I mean, there's a lot of room for improvement from that last game. Like first one being the draft. I think that the draft had a large part of why they lost. Like that was not the kind of like laning phase that you're looking for. Yeah,
it's true. It was definitely not what they wanted, and I kind of wonder now this game if they're going to try and switch it up and you know, maybe give Ritsu a more traditional carry, or maybe just give him a little bit more help there.
10 seconds
or
remaining.
just ban out Batrider, which they haven't done. So I don't know.
I think giving him like
remaining.
Giving Ritsu a better lane is the start. I think giving him carry Venge is not a bad idea, but he can't be sacrificed like that to that extent.
Right.
Having a Venge and a Clock against a Batrider and a Shadow Shaman, that's just, you're bound to lose that lane like really hard.
Yeah. No, he's definitely not put in a position to succeed, but they managed to bring it back very effectively. Maybe again, just a couple of those like late game decisions. I think again about that fight where Shadowfiend got caught out by the Radiant Shrine, and he pops his BKB, and then when he pops his BKB, that's when they are able to swap him out. So it's like everybody's trying to kind of do something at once, and you know, it ends up not working out. It's just like it's so hard to put all your eggs in that one basket, like you were talking about.
5 seconds remaining.
That's definitely one of the biggest changes I want to see. Instead of having it like, you know, making an SF raid boss, just have Ritsu carry alongside Bryle. That's probably the better way to go.
Yeah. And, you know, the other thing to keep in mind about these teams is I'm sure this is not even their final form. They're going to be playing a hell of a lot of qualifiers together. I think they've had like 4 separate qualifiers played today across this region, and they are just getting started. CK taken alongside the Centaur Warrunner in the Clockwork for Animal Planet yet again. CK is the hero we haven't seen a lot so far throughout the NA qualifiers and the SA qualifiers that we were watching over the past previous days. Talk to me about this hero. What do you think of him?
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, I really like CK to begin with, especially since they have such a strong laning combo with this. Like, they're very versatile in where they want to go right now with the CKAA. Like, this Naga Siren, probably a support again, or most definitely a support again. And if they wanted to aggro tri-lane, they could. If they wanted to dual lane, they could. There's a lot of lane variation with this kind of a draft.
Definitely. Whenever I see melee strength heroes, I always think about those heroes like a Timber Saw or an Axe or somebody to try and punish them in lane. Did any of those stick out to you, or anything that you might think Animal Planet would go for Moon?
It might be just Moon playing Puck. Right now, they definitely want something that can deal with the CK.
Right.
Something that can either catch him out before he splits, or something that can just deal with him after he splits. I don't know if you want to go for something like a Sven. Sven can definitely do the damage needed, but you're up against a Naga as well as a Centaur. It's like really hard to get into these team fights.
Yeah, Blinks being canceled or just interrupted and trying to lock down those guys. Not to mention, I feel like Stampede is just so frustrating to play against this event. They're going to go for the Jug. So,
I actually like this pick a lot.
Why is that?
So the thing is, like, Chaos Knight does really, really well against heroes like Lifestealer, for example, because his burst damage is ridiculous, right? Juggernaut, if he was just trying to right-click a CK, you would get destroyed as well. But most likely what we're going to see is Juggernaut's going to be picking up Battle Fury, and then he's going to just make sure he gets off his Omni Slash, and Chaos Knight is going to be losing a large majority of his illusions. You might not even have to go for the Battle Fury build, but most likely going to be or is most likely going to be something that we will see. Alternatively, you could go for the Mjolnir build, is what Shadow likes to build.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool too. Oh, rip. Can I just mention real quickly and appreciate how freaking cool the base model for Juggernaut looks? Like, he looks so badass right there. Oh my goodness.
This is true. And I think for the other core, something good would be... I think another core that would be good here is actually Storm. I think Storm would be really good here.
For Animal Planet?
For Animal Planet, yes.
Why is that?
If they pick up a Storm here, there's not exactly that much in terms of lockdown for him. Remaining. And they have a really, really good initiator in the Storm remaining. To basically either pick off the Ancient Apparition or pick off the Naga Siren. Most likely going to be the Naga Siren. And then by not having the sleep in the team fight, like, there's a lot more freedom in how they take the fight.
Yeah, and I guess you could start it off with like the Clockwork and then follow with the Storm afterwards and really blow up just about anybody. Yeah, that would be really good.
Either way, like, there's just so much initiation right now, right? There's a Clockwork and a Puck, but looking at how Flea has been playing, like, he bought Force Staff and Daggers, so being able to catch him with a Puck and a Clockwork still isn't that easy. And I think by having a Storm, it's gonna make it so that it's like somewhat of a guarantee if you see him at all.
I guess the worry then is, what is it you want to ban out? Because you do have first pick in the last phase, and is there anything that you're particularly worried about if you take that, or just another mid hero that could wreck Animal Planet's lineup?
I think you want to ban out a mid that has a really bad matchup against it. I mean, the thing is, you still have a Puck, right? So it could always be a Puck.
Team pick.
But they're gonna ban out the DP. One of the stronger mid heroes right now, and I'm just really hoping I see a Storm, because it makes my prediction correct. And then I feel good about myself.
You can feel good about yourself regardless, man. You're awesome.
10 seconds
cool.
remaining.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I think DP is a frustrating matchup against the Storm. I guess against anybody, honestly. Remaining. That hero is so annoying to play against. The pick, it's going to be Batrider instead. So you're going to go for the other thing that you're talking about, Puck being played mid and Batrider. They loved it last time.
I think this is okay as well. It's another form of initiation. You just really want to make sure that you're able to catch out this Naga in these team fights. And if not Naga, maybe catch out the AA, for example, and just disable everyone else. Like, there's just so much lockdown on this team right now.
Terrifying. VGJ.Storm, one last pick for them. I will say, I always feel like CK is just so hard to burst through, and I think that if it gets to a certain point, I'd be a little bit worried if I was Animal Planet. I don't know if you feel the same way.
Oh, definitely. I think the draft right now is actually pretty even. Not sure what VGJ need, but
you may now select your heroes.
Yeah.
I mean, in Monkey's Brood, I've seen it before, and it can be scary. Do you like?
I mean, a Brood last pick is always scary.
Yeah. I will say I saw Brood last pick by Infamous, and it did 1,100 damage to heroes in the game. We were talking about this before.
Yeah, you're telling me about this.
It sometimes doesn't work out, but do you think this is a good game for it? Like, how do you deal with this Brood?
Well, you don't want him to lane up against the Batrider. Although I wonder how bad it is against Batrider. I actually think Broodmother is not that bad against Batrider. Maybe put him against the puck. You can put him mid. I think Brood mid would be pretty good here.
Okay. And if you're Animal Planet, then do you try and rotate to that lane with whatever hero you have?
No, not really. I think puck is your best bet.
Okay. All right. Well, game number 2 underway. VGJ.Storm 1 away from moving on. And again, this is single elimination here. So it all comes down to this. The winner of this is going to move on to face off against Optic in the semifinals. The other side of the bracket has Immortals and Complexity, who beat out, they beat out Carlton Esports, and then 5 Turtles had to forfeit their match against Complexity, which is why there was such a long break between our first series, which was like 6 hours ago, in this one. But it all comes down to this potentially. You gotta start the comeback train with game number 2.
All right, let's see how this goes. Looking at Monkey's items, yeah, this is definitely going to be a mid. Well, maybe not actually. Just kidding.
Spooky
it's going to be awful.
Although the spiders are super cute. I like the spiders.
Really?
The tiny ones. All right. Let's see where they decide to place wards. It is going to be one from Aoi down bottom. Got a second one given to Ritsu, as Flea is going to be able to place one. Not blocking out the camp, but giving some vision there.
I'm like actually so confused as to where everyone's going to be going. I think Centaur is actually going to go mid still.
Huh?
Because they might be reading into the other team, like it's like a mind game kind of thing. Like they're expecting the Bad Rider to make the switch so that he lanes up against the Brood. So they drop a web mid, but they see him in bottom lane now.
Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. You'd love to be able to hide that one, but Moon is moving over and gonna probably give him the old flip upside down. Maybe not. Is he gonna do the taunt? There it is.
But he didn't do it while hitting him.
That's a good point. All right. Runes picked up, traded out. And we'll have to watch to see how this Brood deals with the Bat Rider. I guess, yeah, Bat can just pull the creep wave past. That really limits Brood's effectiveness, I feel like.
Well, I mean, it's level 1, right? So Brood actually is... This actually really sucks for a Brood at level 1.
I guess that
yeah,
she'll be able to connect it. This is so weird. He's gonna pull it so he connects it to his new creep wave, and she's gonna pull it so he connects to hers.
Yep. I mean, you saw that off lane pull, right? So he's just gonna keep the creep wave here and then deny everything, and then probably just actually no. Since it's 1-on-1, he's just probably gonna leave it at this.
A lot of damage coming through. Ritsu forced to pop the Blade Fury so he doesn't take the extra damage, but now he's gonna be pulled back in and just torn apart. Lots of damage coming in there, and VSJ living through it all.
Can't underestimate the CK damage.
Well, so far, the Centaur has been able to go 5-0 versus the 3-1 of the Puck, but this is feeling like it is the only place for a kill really up top, or are any of the other lanes in danger also?
I think, like, now that the lane is actually connecting, there is a possibility that Bad Rider can get a kill on the Brood Mother.
Okay. Maintaining vision there. Monkeys definitely needs to be a little careful. We'll try and keep our eyes on these two as they pull back in Aoi yet again and manage to find the stun. The ensnare is there, and they find another one. Not going great so far for Animal Planet in the top lane.
Oh man, this is rough. Like, this tri-lane is just way too powerful for the Animal Planet side, and since they kind of like lost this tri-lane, these support heroes are gonna have a really hard time like trying to do anything on the map right now. They're kind of just stuck up here.
Yeah. Meantime, DSJ continuing to assert dominance. He's gonna get last hits while Ritsu eats a creep wave underneath his tower. Maybe even if they're not careful, they'll be able to find a secondary kill here. Is there anything you can really do to change this up if you're Animal Planet?
Just stop dying in the top lane. Just stop feeding and wait for your other lanes to catch up so that they can actually help you catch up. Because yeah, the other lanes are fine.
Yeah. Pull back in on the max range right there. Owie, caught again. And yeah, it's not stopping. Although, in the midst of all of this, Ritsu has still been able to CS somewhat effectively. Even though he's died. Could be worse, I guess, maybe. Maybe not. They pull back in Owie again. They got him caught. Shackles are there onto the CK. They want to try and take him down. The stun is there as well. Can they kill off VSJ? Ritsu, there's too fast with the movement speed there. They might be able to take down the Ancient Apparition, but he's got boots also. Everybody's faster than him in this lane.
That's gotta suck. It was really unfortunate for Animal Planet there. Ritsu didn't have spin yet, so there's just not enough damage. And AUI just dying over and over again. He's already died 3 times. How often do you see AUI with 3 deaths
Not
in
that
3
often.
minutes?
I mean,
I'm
he
pretty
hasn't
sure this is
played
a
in
record, by the way.
Yeah. I don't see him that often at all.
There's a stats person out there. I'm pretty sure this is a new record.
Monkey's Forever, level 4. And gonna start to try and deal some damage to the tower. This could be another one of their saving graces, possibly, is actually putting the pressure on here.
This gank mid, like, has to work.
Yeah. Of Stomp. Well, battery assaults there. Haven't gone for any cogs. Push back. Is RNG not in his favor? It doesn't matter. They were able to find the kill regardless.
There was no way that was gonna work. Absolutely no way. So. Very nicely done by AUI. He's like had it with that top lane. Like, you shouldn't be up here.
Yeah.
But he's coming back here. I don't know about this. Like, if either of these supports get caught out, it's just game over for them.
Yeah. It's just so much damage bursted. As Monkey's gonna force out the Firefly. Maybe, is this where the lane starts to become more difficult for the Batrider, or do you think he's okay with it?
Top lane. They force a spin out of Ritsu.
Well, they want to pull somebody in. Track maybe. They don't get eyes. Can't quite
But
get
that's still like really bad for Animal Planet. Like, if you don't have spin on the Juggernaut, Juggernaut can't farm anymore.
Right.
So this top lane is just completely dead up here.
It's still stuck at level 3. There is going to be another pull attempt here. They're able to get that going, but I guess you can deny out a little bit of the wave. It's a very big difference right now between the CK and the Jug. If not in the last hits, at the very least, net worth. I guess it's only 600 gold, actually, but they do pull them in again. Now the catch, they're going to have the net to follow, and all that right-click damage in the world, it is more than enough to find the kill. They do manage to catch, though, the Naga Siren under the tower, but they break that as well, and now another kill. Killing spree for the Ancient Apparition at just under 6 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you sure they're gonna get the kill? Because Naga has a lot of armor. Look at it, look at his armor. He's got 8 armor.
Yeah.
Well, safe to say, this safe lane is going disastrously. And the thing is too, like, the other lanes,
Yeah.
Bryle is doing well mid, but that's about it. Batrider and Broodmother kind of trading farm right now, but Broodmother is getting the best of it. Like, he's just cutting the wave, and with all of these spiderlings,
Yeah.
tier 1 is down. That's not a good sign.
Well, and they can even keep this catapult if they want and try and go for another round. Like, Monkeys is doing work. Meanwhile, top lane yet again, they found the catch onto Ritsu, trying to slow him down, and Kitrak gonna give his life for the cause, but that just means that they're gonna end up losing more. Now they've caught themselves another one. Flea, is he gonna be able to get out of there? Trying to jump away, but they managed to finally find something in return for Owie. While this is happening, though, tier 2 tower bottom.
This is... oh man, this is so bad for Animal Planet. Like, you're losing your tier 2 right now. It's 7 minutes in. This tier 2 is at half health. I don't even know what they can do. What can you do?
I don't know. No idea.
Like, there's no answer for this. Like, you either sack one lane or you sack the other one. They're making their way down here, but all that means is they're doing the same thing they did last game. Ritsu is getting sacked.
Yeah.
I mean, he was already getting sacked, but this is to the next level.
Brood is going to run into Kitrak here, and well, they forced out a shrine. Now he runs away. A lasso. Okay, this is a lot of gold going back to the supports if they can manage to kill off this brood. Monkey's just walking over the cog, trying to get away. It's going to go down. Big kill there.
Yeah, very, very much needed kill. I think Moon and Bryle are basically going to have to carry this early game for Animal Planet. Because Ritsu, once again, in the same position, just can't do anything.
Oh,
look at he's getting run down by the supports.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I guess, like, thinking forward, if you get like a lasso into Omni Slash once Ritsu gets 6, is that a way to sort of come back into this?
I mean, that's just one kill, right?
Yeah, that's true.
While all of that's happening, you know, you have a Broodmother in the game. Like, unless you kill the Broodmother, you're just gonna get or lose objectives like over and over again.
Right. Well, Moon is able to get a little bit of structural damage done here. Actually, it's really nothing, honestly. Just a creep wave hitting the tower. Bryle taking some extra damage there. And with the medallion and now building towards the Deso, Monkey's Forever is soon going to become a very serious problem. What a great draft from VGJ.Storm.
Yeah. Definitely think it's a very solid draft. Like they're laning and
oh no, Moon is gonna get caught there, and now maybe a pull back in. They get the neutral creep deny. All right, that's something. Meanwhile, Sand King got taken down, so Animal Planet lose 2 more.
Radiant's bottom tower
Centaur?
is under attack.
Okay, Bryle shows up. They managed to find 1 kill.
Dire's middle tower.
That's definitely what they need. Bryle and Moon are going to have to carry this game.
That was actually Sand King that got the kill on the Juggernaut, so Ritsu dying again.
Under attack.
0-3-1.
Radiant's bottom tower
And
is under
a
attack.
smoke underneath a ward. Monkeys
Dire's
takes the
middle
mid tower,
tower
and they can
has
just look at
fallen.
him. That's it.
Oh, this could be really, really bad for VGJ if they run into them right here. Like they're preparing for this because they smoked underneath the ward.
Yeah.
This could be 2 free kills. Uh-oh.
Looking for it. Find one. BSJ pulled back in. The AA blast only catches on the kid track. It's enough to find that kill. Ryle on a killing spree now.
He has no TP. Yeah, this is a second kill. There's no way he gets away from this.
Flame break pushback. Sand King caught and killed off. So things starting to get a little bit easier there for Animal Planet.
Well, Monkey's continuing his farming spree. Gonna finish his Desolator soon. Pretty impressive that Bryle actually has this much farm, though. Just saying. Bryle almost has the same amount as Broodmother. I was like looking at the net worth, and I was expecting Broodmother to be probably like 1,500 ahead of everyone else, but it's actually pretty close.
Yeah. Courier coming out right now. We'll have close to the Shaman's level 6 if he wants to use that there. So Ritsu's just going to go back to trying to farm Arctic
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Riptide is hurt.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Going to be trading up the towers.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
He is going to run into the Shaman here. Okay. Flame break to push him back. Nice catch there, but now they're TPing in with Flea, and well, they still managed to find a kill, and now maybe going to be able to find a bit more. They actually cancel it. Ward Trap Flea. Really nicely played here as well. And now with the creeps coming in, he's already dropped the wards though. It's still fine. It's 2 big kills.
Yeah. I mean, the wards are cutting off the creep wave, so this tier 2 is going to take some damage here. And while all of this is happening, like no one else is actually pushing in these towers. Monkeys is just kind of doing the ancients over and over again. Does have the Desolator though.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing that's kind of crazy about this. Like you were saying, it doesn't feel like Ritz is almost caught up to the CK now in terms of farm.
Maybe VGJ.Storm just trying a little too hard to get too much done. Biting off more than they can chew.
Yeah.
They had such a strong lead, and now it's just kind of whittled down, and a lot of EXP just down the drain. BSJ had such a great start, and he's stuck at level 6 with the supports.
Huh. Well, they're all backing out now. Yeah, how is... I guess that everybody was just around him the whole time?
Yeah, I mean, they were tri-laning, and every time he tried to make a play happen, they got caught out, so... Like, he's the same level as AUI now. I know, he's under-leveled versus AUI. So he's going to use this ultimate to farm with the jungle now. Gets a little bit lucky. With the second illusion.
Is under attack.
Yeah, that's actually nuts. Okay. Everything looking kind of messy here as Moon Meander is heading by as there's an illusion next to these guys. They're going to farm that up. Looking for another pickoff potential, and they do see the real Flea. In for the catch. Flame break to push him back, and another kill going the way of Animal Planet. I keep on almost saying Planet Dog.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It's pretty old team.
Top lane. Ritsu.
Dude, this mid tower.
Dire's middle tower is under
Monkeys
attack.
just took it down to half in
Radiant's
like 5
middle
seconds.
tower has fallen.
Oh, and Bryle, he farms so much there.
Oh,
Trying to catch him.
he does have the Dream Coil. Blink Dagger's on cooldown though. And Monkeys looking like he's gonna be able to get out of there.
Oh, Stan, he gets caught out by AUI.
Yeah. AUI
Support battle
making moves
here.
now. He's gonna die while frozen? Yeah, I think got him. Nice play there by Aoi.
Accurate and precise.
He's coming back now.
Radiant's bottom
That
tower is
disastrous
under attack.
early game,
Radiant structures are fortified.
not phasing Animal Planet at all. And they're doing fine now.
I know, that's
It was just
so
like
crazy.
in the span of 4 minutes.
Jump forward, they kill off all the spiders, and now he's like only 300 gold behind Monkeys forever. The Blink Veil.
Dire's top tower is
Meanwhile,
under attack.
they're taking down this tower. AUI.
Radiant's
able to
bottom
tank it.
tower is under attack. Radiant's
Track
bottom
gets the
tower has
finish.
fallen.
I think a large part of this, by the way, is due to the fact that like the Centaur just hasn't really had a presence in this game. He's been farming for so long, and he went for the hood first, so only now did he finish his Blink Dagger. And you haven't really seen anything out of the Stampede. Like they haven't really used it to
Radiant's
set
middle
anything
tower
up. So
is under attack.
Ritsu moving in.
Very
Omni
low.
slashes Sand King. He's got the spin as well. It's going to be a kill. Now the hook shot comes in also.
Oh, this
They're
is a
starting to bring him
disaster.
down. Oh, God. VSJ in trouble. He's going to fall. They get that kill. Monkeys forever trying to get away on nothing. They found themselves another. Everybody's died. Please, God, also. Oh, my God. The Roche. It's going to be all theirs. The pings. There's some anger. There's some pings. Oh, no.
well, this is going downhill very quickly.
Sean has fallen to the down.
All right, there were a couple things there, right? Like Naga Sleep was online. They also had, I think, a couple of minutes where there's maybe like a miscommunication. The Brood was still hitting the Roche while CK backed out, and then they went back in again. Maybe just a little bit of miscommunication between the teams.
I don't know about little. That was very much all over the place.
All right,
All of a sudden, yeah, this looks very much in Animal Planet's favor now. Like, if you didn't see what happened in the early game, you would have never believed that VGJ.Storm had the greatest laning phase ever.
yeah.
Now BSJ is in like Struggle City. He's got treads and drums, and that is it. Hasn't really progressed in terms of farm in quite some time now. And like I mentioned earlier, Moon and Bryle, they had to carry them in the early game, and they did just that.
Really good showing from them. And well, I mean, you look at this lineup, there's still a lot of potential to sort of dominate. Mask of Madness for Brood Bryle. I mean, he can play super aggressive. He is so farmed. 9,200 net worth right now. He's got Boots of Travel on top of the Blink Veil. What?
Yeah, that's Puck for you. I mean, Puck is definitely one of the best farming mids
Are scanning.
or off lane. It doesn't matter what it is,
Oh,
right?
God.
'Cause top lane.
Yeah, they're gonna find Ritsu. They're gonna get the spin TP away. I think that the Ice Blast was missed. Ritsu decides he wants to turn. Oh god, he cancels the TP and now he's gonna be controlled. Is they gonna be able to find the kill though? They do almost find the turnaround. And meanwhile, Monkey Forever is able to take down Kittrack in the mid lane and immediately tries to push this out again. Now, CK wanting to turn this, see if he can take down Owie. The chase is going on, but he's not finding him yet. The reality rift, he puts himself in the trees. The root, the net, they have hook shot, gonna be able to keep himself away yet again. Another round of Cog, maybe? No, never gonna be enough.
Nice attempt over there. I think he wanted to juke him around the tree line and then hook to the neutral camp probably, but isn't able to make it away. Flea almost, actually no, he does have it, right? He has enough to buy the Spirit Vessel if he wants to.
Yeah, again if he wants to.
I actually really like this pickup, by the way. A lot of the times when you're up against a Juggernaut, there's always those moments where you try to kill someone and they just fail to die because of the healing ward. This kind of negates that, so you can burst people down without worrying about the ward. Oh, they're gonna find monkeys.
They got him. They've got the catch, the pullback, but the song that might keep them alive long enough to get out of there as they're gonna decide to run away. So burn through the song, but save a life.
Oh, AUI gets caught by BSJ.
Where is he?
BSJ doesn't have anything though.
All right, there's gonna be a stampede.
Oh, he missed.
Nice dodge. Trying to get him.
Oh
my. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, he goes down. 5 seconds on the sidelines. So what happened there? Did Owie initiate on him?
He just walked into him. BSJ was kind of overextending a bit. He's not playing PL this time around, so split pushing is not that easy. And AUI just like walked up to him. And then Ryle with his boots of travel, TP's in. We do find a pick off on Ritsu though.
Yeah. And this is, a Battle Fury Jug. He's gonna be not that survivable, at least at this stage of the game.
Yeah, but while that is the case, he's got his Battle Fury. Like that's all that really matters, right? As long as he doesn't constantly die, he's gonna be able to catch up like pretty quickly. Oh Monkey, this is the target they want.
He saw that rocket go over him, but he didn't know where the rest of them were. So they find another kill. All the spiders gone, and the snowball continues to roll for Animal Planet here.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely who they want to kill. This Broodmother has all the net worth on VGJ.S.
Again, they got him. They're pulling him back into this. Reality Rift, you're not going anywhere, buddy. The pushback, the shackles, the everything. He's dead again.
Pick on somebody your own size.
And again, a lot of writing on the map.
And the thing about this is, Flea gets caught out mid.
When it rains, it pours. They got another one.
Another one, yeah. And the thing about this is like the CK core is really good in the lane, right? But you have to maintain that level of farm throughout the game. Like that's just how CK works, right? Because you don't farm very quickly. And Juggernaut with the Battle Fury is just gonna overtake him like really quickly now. And BSJ is not gonna be able to catch up at this rate. Like he just has nowhere to farm.
Yeah, he's kind of in a really bad spot. I mean, Armlet's done. I guess though the other thing is like it's kind of always felt like this game, Monkeys has been the one that's been given, like I guess not the higher farm priority, but at least he's been farming more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean that's just the nature of the Broodmother, but
yeah.
The problem is like he had such a good start, right? He took the tier 1 early, almost took down the tier 2, but look at that tier 2. It's still up. It hasn't been touched ever since. And after that, he managed to take a tier 1 mid, and then that's the amount of space he has made for his team. Like I feel like when you pick a Broodmother, you want to be as obnoxious as possible, but that's not the case here, right? He's not really being obnoxious. He's just farming. So they don't really care about that. And in fact, they're just letting him farm, and then they have wards on where he would be farming, and they just go and kill him.
I mean, how much of this also is the amount that the puck was able to get out of the mid lane? Like, that's got to at least be a large part of this. Because if he doesn't get that Veil that early, like, I don't know.
Moon looking.
Wards are down, but they're able to take him away. Like, it doesn't feel like Bryle would be able to do nearly as much if he didn't have that early injection of farm from making those rotations onto the spider.
I'm pretty sure that was a big part of it. Like, it enabled Moon to kind of carry, right?
Yeah.
Same with Bryle. Like, both of these cores took part in a lot of the early engagements, like 5-0 and 7, 6-1 and 7, and Ritsu just having the free farm now.
So next item coming out for him, I believe it's a Yasha, and there's a tome on there also. We have a Blink Dagger for Kitrak. Just showing the difference between the type of hero that he's playing this time around. Whereas last game was the Ogre. Not a hero known for getting a lot of farm.
I think VGJ are just waiting for their core items now before they take the next engagement. That's probably the best time to strike. Broodmother about to finish up the BKB. I think he has a BKB. It should be coming out now. And Centaur only 100 gold away from the Scepter. So now that they have these two items, probably gonna look to smoke.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Fortification is there for the tier 2. They're going to smoke just like you said.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now maybe a chance to, but looks like
I think Animal Planet know what's up.
Yeah, they're
like the wards were dropped and no one responded, right? It took forever for Flea to respond, and that's like a big sign. But they do find the Shadow Shaman for their troubles.
Roche still 30 seconds before it's going to respond now.
I think Animal Planet are just going to wait it out. They've had the gem. They're denying all the vision from Radiant side, so...
Maybe an overextension. They're out of there.
Alright.
Probably be a farming ulti. See, so what's the cooldown there? 130 seconds. I mean, it still feels like with a 7,000 gold lead, you know, they're gonna be able to just kind of keep farming up. Is there any worry right now that if they don't make something happen on Animal Planet, things get worse later, or no?
I don't think so. Their late game is actually pretty good, but especially since the Juggernaut has a Battle Fury, like he's gonna catch up very, very quickly. Like look at his net worth, right? He's already made it past the Bat Rider, and then eventually catch up to the Broodmother. So they're not really in a hurry. They do also know that the CK used the Phantasm, so now that Roshan is up, they're probably just gonna push in this bottom lane and then make their way over to Roshan.
There's really not much for him to farm right now. Like, I guess there's a creep wave that's hitting the tier 3 tower bottom, but take a look at the net worth. He's below Aoi.
Yeah, that's how this game has went down. He's trying to catch up with the Midas. I don't know how I feel about this. I think he should just buy items, like cheap items that he can fight with.
Right.
Even like Halberd is fine. Look at Flea, by the way. He held his gold because they figured they might have needed this to happen again. He got the Radiance.
Oh, all right. There we go.
That's why he didn't finish the Spirit Vessel. It's because they were making the transition.
Well, another Roshan. They pull the Broodmother out, though, and, well, now the Aghanim Scepter, he's getting the damage reduction. That's not bad. The Kitrak is going to end up falling now as well. Aoi tries to get in on them. He is going to drop, though, able to stay alive for the moment. They're able to keep him there, but it's not quite long enough. And, well, 2 now dead. Can they get the rest of these heroes dead? As SJ tries to make it happen, Yule Scepter, he's just going to get kited all to hell. And they have the healing ward down, trying to run away, but to no avail. A double kill for Ritsu, and more pings as Roche is going to fall.
This is kind of like what we saw earlier. A big Roshan fight into... Oh, Monkey. Gotta be careful. Oh, he's so
he does a lot of damage. Moon might just end up going down. They managed to find that kill. And he's like, this is my Roche. Get out of here.
Yeah, he has such great webs placed here. It's like so difficult to pick him off here.
Ice Blast. Oh, he manages to get it off. Now Monkey's trying to take down Ritsu as well as Bryo. solo carry in this game, basically. He's going to throw out another web now, and Mask Command is popped, trying to chase, but they have the shackles now, and that's going to be one too many. That Manta style got brought in just in time. They do have the illusion.
It's not over yet.
Roche fight that's not going to end, and Brood's going to buy back. They want this Roche for themselves.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
At the end of all of that, Roshan is still alive. Oh, Moon is buying. Oh, no one wants to give this up.
I mean, they still have an 8,000 net worth lead after that.
Oh, this is a big kickoff.
Finding one. He's able to jump to the other side, though. That free pathing. They pull back in another. VSJ, he got hex. Not able to get that ulti off for the moment. The Ice Blast is going to go in, though, onto Kitrak, and it's finally working out. 2 dead, and now the chase. Can they find any more? Did this go to Roche? Another buyback from the Clockwork. They pull him back in. They got him caught. They're taking him down, dead and gone. And now, a flurry of emotions. They're maybe going to be able to take Roche.
About that. I'm really surprised they just ran in like that because, like, you've been fighting Roshan for such a long period of time, right? If you don't have the gem, you have to assume that there are wards, like, seeing every movement from almost any angle.
Yeah. On another stalemate.
Yeah, the thing is, like, Animal Planet really want to finish off this Roshan, but they don't really have the greatest of Roshan abilities. Like, this Juggernaut just doesn't do enough damage right now to kill it off really quickly, so.
The buybacks, the big one standing out to me was it Monkeys Forever that bought back there? Am I crazy?
Monkeys bought back, Moon bought back, Clockwork bought back.
So there's more heroes on the Dire that actually bought back.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Am I missing anyone? Yeah,
No,
that's it.
right.
There's just those three. Yeah. So Dire bought back 2, and Radiant only bought back 1. But I mean, it's just a Clockwork, and Clockwork has most of his items. It's got the Spirit Vessel as well as the Solar Crest.
I mean,
pretty fun.
It seems like for VGJ, with this Naga Siren in the position 4 that already has this Radiance.
Oh, bottom lane.
Can they do anything
Coil up
here?
Ryoya. Gonna lasso him as well.
Oh my god. That works. They still have
That's a
Omni
really good
Slash.
pickoff. I mean, that's... No, yeah, they still have Omni Slash as well. That's a really big pickoff, by the way. Because this, like, Stampede with the Scepter is one of the most important teamfight abilities VGJ.Storm have right now. So by making that pickoff happen, they might make their way back to Roshan, and then I expect another buyback coming out. That's my guess.
Okay.
And then at the end of the day, no one gets Roshan.
What we've seen time and again. Yeah, well, and the other thing here is Ritsu is going to start to hit it. Spiders are there. They might wait until they actually need the Stampede before they buy back.
I'm telling you, the buyback is coming.
Yeah, they're moving in. They're going to cancel that, and
Radiant's
still the Spiders
bottom
sitting in
tower
the
is
Roche
under
pit.
attack.
They might not have to buy back. Looks like
Animal
Animal Planet's
Planet.
afraid.
Yeah, I think it's just like good play from both sides. Like, this is definitely the right
Radiant's bottom
decision
tower
on
is
both
under
sides.
attack.
Yeah.
Like, VGJ want to threaten them because they can buy back, and
Radiant
Animal Planet
structures are fortified.
fully expect a buyback to occur if they get caught out. So
Radiant's bottom tower
both
is
sides
under
just
attack.
respecting each other right now.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
The tower, though, goes down in the meantime. So they just lose a tier 3 for that. And Monkeys, all alone here, they find and pull back the Spider.
That happens every now and then.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, BSJ Midas is online. There's no creeps around him, though, which feels pretty
Radiant's
bad.
bottom shrine is under attack. Dire are scanning.
He got it a little while ago, actually. So
Well,
the catch-up train is going to be there, right? Like, you've got Radiance on Naga Siren with Boots of Travel. He's got Midas. If this game keeps going, conceivably they can come back, right?
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
I guess so. I mean, this Naga is farming up pretty quickly. Has the same net worth as his mid Centaur now. I mean, this is where the
Radiant's
Naga
bottom
just
shrine
like
is under attack.
becomes the carry.
Yeah, I guess.
Incoming!
Lee can keep these lanes pressured out. Reminiscent of last game, except it's not all in this time on Bryle. You have a juggernaut now who's getting up there in terms of net worth and building next towards the Scotty after the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, now that it has a Blink, like Blink Battle Fury, you are going to farm even faster. Oh. Wouldn't be surprised to see 2 more items.
I was real close. I was 4 hero smoke and no kill found.
Just a Puck thing.
He's
We've seen it time and time again from Pucks.
He's going for the dataless Puck build as they pull back and
that would be sick, by the way.
Trying to kill off the Centaur. Lots of damage. Flame break to push him back again. That's going to be the Song of the Siren though to try and keep him alive. Maybe a hook shot. They get it! Oh, owie. Threads the needle, and they're going to be able to find that kill, I do believe. Dagon coming from the trees as Ritsu jumps forward as well. He's going to be rooted for the moment, the Manta style, to break that root. They buy back now on the Centaur. Omni Slash to try and turn it. It's doing a good bit of damage. Another jump comes in from Bryle if they wanted to go, but they lose Ritsu. And now looking for more. Drums pop. Looking for Moon. The SJ. He's chasing there as well. Do they have really anything to catch up with them, though? All these blinks and mobility coming from Animal Planet, they can't catch them.
Well, that's going to be it. I mean, they did pick off the Juggernaut, but Centaur having to buy back, that's got to hurt a bit.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And it is going to be that 420 additional GPM from the Puck, which means you could start to eventually start building the Moon Shard for his Jug as well.
I was really hoping that he was going to go for the Daedalus, because that would have meant that he was definitely going to get the Rapid Fire.
Oh, yeah.
But not going to be the case here. Bryle trying to go for the steal here, but doesn't really have an angle for this.
Oh, Moon, they hook in, they got it! Roshan goes down! Who has the Aegis? Nobody yet. Aoi is able to snatch it away. Now they turn as well. Can they find any more? That's going to be the Jug. He has buyback, but not going to use it. The wards were dropped inside the pit as well. Broodmother trying to get out of there, still taking a lot of damage as well as Aoi is trying to turn this. He's still alive. There's only 3 left from VGJ.Storm. Moon Meander trying to jump out of there. Flea is still a monster, and Aoi eventually going to be brought down for the 2nd time. But Bryle, he's not done. He blows up the AA and then jaunts his way out of there. Another net comes onto Batrider.
Oh,
the Centaur, he has 5 stacks. He's dying. He eats the cheese and now runs away.
I don't know if that's worth it. He has so many stacks right now. Oh god, this Firefly is gonna
so die. Bad. Oh no, the Centaur. They knew what was gonna happen. God. They pull him down as well and flee. The lone survivor. Oh.
Oh man, this is Roshan is just making and breaking teams right now.
Well, it's a problem. You've almost got an Octarine core on Puck.
Yeah, you do. He's doing so much work right now with that Dagon fight, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to how much hero damage Bryle and Moon Meander have right now, because they are carrying their team so hard right now.
And Moon's got an Ags if he wants it. He's just needs another 150 gold, and then he's at the buyback on top of Ags. Top lane, Bryle here again with Moon wanting to blow somebody up. They do see Flea, but they're just going to take down that tower and back out. And there's the Ags on Bat.
Shrine has fallen. Radiant's top shrine.
Courier moving over.
Ags Bat. I wonder why.
Oh, Bryle.
I feel like it's not really necessary this game. I feel like he could also go for a bit of magic damage if he wanted to. Maybe even, you know, BKB Ethereal Blade, for example.
Yeah.
Might have been pretty good. You can save people from the Broodmother as well as the CK. But Puck has the Octarine, gonna make the E-Blade next. Gonna be some crazy magic damage coming out.
How are the BKBs coming out for these heroes?
Yeah, like, CK is almost there. BSJ almost has it.
What's he going for? He's level 17 now. And the net worth graph still heavily into the favor. It ain't gonna be like this for the rest of the game with that GPM talent on Puck.
Yeah, I would say so. Especially since the Juggernaut is just going to outfarm them as well.
Buyback statuses. You have it on 2 of the Dire. The rest of them can get it if they get the gold up. And Radiant still waiting for the buyback to be off cooldown for the Centaur. So bottom lane is where the pressure is going to be placed. They drop down wards. And jump forward Omni Slash. They turn it around. They take down one. Can they find any more? Ritsu running away. They're trying to take down one here as well. The Shadow Shaman is going to end up dropping. And now the Flea Naga Siren starting to fall down as well. They can't quite kill him off. Ryle's still looking for that opening, but the song is going to come out.
They killed off the Shay. And Flea has like 20 life.
They got to get out of there. Bry was looking for the snipe. They can't quite get it. And that is the lane of Rax. And maybe more.
I think that's going to be 2. There's no sleep. There's no stampede. They lost the team fight. But what can you really do? I think this might just be game.
Well,
they don't do that much damage, but...
Well, jump forward. Hoof Stomp only connects onto 1 as... the Centaur Warrunner just keeps on trying to walk away. He has Xeon Distill. The Stampede is back up in 9 seconds.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
Second lane of barracks goes down. They lasso 1. It's the Brood Mama, and he's gonna fall. Stampede comes a bit too late. Don't give up is the call, but it might just be about that time. Ice Blast connects as well. This is not terrible. Ritsu is starting to take a bit of damage as Bryle is also underneath the tower though and trying to blow up Flea. Everybody gets out, and it's only 2 lanes. But that's still also 2 lanes.
Oh, Bryle with the mind games. Shoots out the orb and doesn't jaunt to it. The classic.
He's back.
And now he's got enough for the E-Blade.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
Oh my goodness.
I honestly think this is probably just it. There's really no answer for what Animal Planet have now. BSJ is just like way too underfarmed for a CK at this point. Doesn't even have his BKB yet. He's got a 12,000 net worth at 40 minutes. Like, you cannot fight as CK with that little amount of farm.
Yeah.
And same with the Brood. Brood has fallen off completely. It's been like 20 minutes. He's probably gained maybe like 4,000 gold.
Refresher Batrider.
Sure,
Blade
why not?
Dagon. Any other 25s to take a look at? I guess Juggernaut picked up his. He takes the Omni Slash strikes. Batrider has the Firefly duration. Nobody on Radiant has yet hit that level 25 yet.
Oh, and Ritsu has the Nullifier now.
He's hungry. Wants to go in on it. Nobody's showing up yet. That Invis rune could prove fatal.
Well, they're just playing it patiently. They don't want to make any mistakes like last game.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Is like you lose a game like that in the last series, and you're gonna be careful with how you take this next fight. So, buyback status, nobody has it right now. Roshan, possible to respawn in 1 minute and 30 seconds. The wraparound, if you look at it, Animal Planet are a little bit spread out right now around this Roche pit, while everybody from VGJ.Storm is kind of grouped up together.
Uh-oh, Ritsu.
Lee walking forward. They spot him out. They jump forward. He jumps away. He's able to get out of there. Now the turnaround. They got him go with the axe. It's BSJ and the Brood. The dynamic duo is going to go down here as they've got him all controlled. The song is not nearly enough to save them. And, well, the Centaur is going to try and save a life, but good game, well played, is called. As Animal Planet pull it back in game number 2.
That was quite the reaction from Ritsu. The instant blink when Centaur blinked on him, and I mean that was what you would expect from a 26k lead, I think.
Yeah, really solid showing there, and well,
yeah, look at the hero damage. The carries, Moon and Bryle.
Yeah. They made it happen. I mean, you just had to farm for Ritsu that entire time, and he was able to do that. Man, that last hit average doesn't look great for BSJ. Granted, they wanted to get him involved a lot, I think, in the kills, So maybe it was a team decision that they were trying to like get out there and fight more often, but whatever the case ends up being, a tough spot right now for VGJ.Storm. Was this sort of like maybe just getting a little bit too cocky with the Brood? What do you think can be changed going into game number 3 here?
I don't think it was cocky. It was just like a little too ambitious with the AACK. Like they were just probably feeling themselves a little too much and thought they could do whatever they wanted. And then like BSJ was just led around the map for a solid like 4 minutes or something. And as a result of that, he's level 6, and both of the supports that he killed like 4 times caught up and passed him up in terms of levels as well.
I mean, you take a look at the net worth and experience graph, and it never really went that heavily into VGJ.Storm's favor. They were getting all these kills, but as far as like the farming and everything else was going, it wasn't really happening as much as it might have looked like. All right, well, we'll see what happens in game number 3. Again, everybody, thank you all so much for watching at Lyrical Dota and at Eos and Dota. If you want to follow us on Twitter, at SL, or rather, at Dota SLTV for StarLadder, and then at Beyond the Summit as well. Anything else before we go to a break? Are we going to a break?
We are going to a break.
All right, you guys, see you for game number 3 right around the corner.